Hi, I'm Candace, and welcome to I Am Not a Doctor, where I may not be a medical professional, but I love sifting through the science so you don't have to. Today, we are going to take a little mental health day and discuss why our culture is struggling with depression and anxiety. More specifically, how the foods you eat could be influencing these disorders and what you can do to take back control of your brain. If you've been battling anxiety or depression, you might have tried everything: medication, therapy, exercise, sleeping with special crystals underneath your silk pillowcase. But maybe you still feel off. I want you to know that this isn't normal, and maybe, just maybe, the missing piece is what's on your plate. If you're looking for a way to support your mental well-being without adding another pill or supplement to your daily lineup, then you're in the right place. I'm going to break down how your diet could be making or breaking your mood and why things like saturated fats and animal products might just be the unsung heroes of brain health. And spoiler alert, those sugary anti-anxiety gummies and trendy CBD supplements might be doing more harm than good. Let's all take a deep breath and explore some of the alternatives together. All right, picture this. You're scrolling through Instagram trying to find some inspiration for dinner, and you see yet another post telling you to cut out red meat, eat more tofu, and maybe have a side of good vibes with your quinoa salad. But here's the deal. What if all this anti-fat, plant-only diet advice is making us more anxious, stressed, and even depressed? The problem is that many people who are trying to optimize their mental health are consuming large amounts of plant-based foods and supplements that contain compounds that interfere with brain function and mood regulation. For years, we've been told that eating plants is the healthiest thing we can do. But here's the inconvenient truth. Plants contain anti-nutrients, compounds that can actually block your absorption of crucial minerals like zinc, iron, and magnesium, the same minerals your brain needs to function properly. Have you ever heard of oxalates, phytates, or lectins? If not, you're not alone. These are all examples of anti-nutrients found in plant foods that can have some pretty nasty effects on your brain and body. Here's how they work. Oxalates. Found in foods like spinach, beets, and almonds, oxalates can bind to minerals like calcium, magnesium in your gut, making them unavailable for absorption. Magnesium is crucial for brain function, and a deficiency can lead to increased anxiety, irritability, and poor sleep. A 2015 study found that low magnesium levels were strongly correlated with higher rates of anxiety and depression. So if you're starting your day with a healthy green smoothie full of spinach and almond butter, thinking you're doing your body good, you might actually be robbing your brain of nutrients it desperately needs. Phytates. These are found in grains, beans, nuts, and seeds. Phytates bind to minerals like iron and zinc. Why does this matter? Iron and zinc are two of the most crucial ingredients for mood regulation. People with low iron and zinc levels were at a significantly higher risk of developing depression and anxiety disorders. Lectins. Found in legumes, wheat, and a lot of your nightshade vegetables. Lectins are proteins that can cause gut inflammation and disrupt your mood. Gut inflammation is directly linked to the production of pro-inflammatory cytokines, which can travel to your brain and alter neurotransmitter function, leading to mood swings and increased anxiety. So yes, those chickpea-based healthy chips might be doing more than just satisfying your crunchy cravings. They could be contributing to your mental health issues. Another problem with over-consuming plant products is that our brains also need fats, specifically saturated fats. Here's a fact bomb for you. Your brain is made up of about 60% fat, and of that fat, a significant portion is saturated fat and cholesterol. We need these fats for building and maintaining myelin, the protective coating around your nerve cells that helps send messages throughout your body. Without adequate saturated fat, your brain literally struggles to function. A 2017 study published in Frontiers in Neuroscience found that diets higher in saturated fats were associated with better brain health and lower instances of depression. In contrast, people who consumed diets low in saturated fats showed more symptoms of mental health disorders. But if animal products are so good, why do they get such a bad rap? Marketing and money, baby. It costs companies a lot less to tell you you to eat oatmeal instead of eggs. Animal products are actually a powerhouse for mental health. They include things like vitamin B12, which is almost exclusively found in animal products like red meat, liver, eggs, fish. It's essential for the production of neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which regulate mood and keep anxiety at bay. People with low B12 levels are twice as likely to suffer from severe depression. Plant-based sources like nutritional yeast just don't cut it because the B12 in them is poorly absorbed by the body. And I'm sorry, guys, it does not taste anything like cheese. Creatine. Creatine is another nutrient you might only associate with gym bros, but here's the deal. Your brain needs creatine to function optimally. It's found primarily in red meat and fish. Studies have shown that creatine supplementation can reduce symptoms of depression and improve cognitive function. Women who started supplementing with creatine experienced significant improvements in mood within just 4 weeks. And while you can supplement, getting creatine naturally from food is always going to be the best way to go. Another nutrient we get from animal products are DHA and EPA. These powerhouse fats are only found in animal sources like fatty fish and pastured eggs. Omega-3s play a crucial role in reducing brain inflammation and supporting healthy cell membranes. Omega-3 supplementation was shown to reduce symptoms of depression by up to 50% in individuals with a history of mood disorders. Plant-based omega-3s contain ALA, which is a precursor that has to be converted to be used, but here's the catch. The conversion rate is less than 10%. So if you're relying on flax seeds for your brain health, you might be coming up short. Another study in the American Journal of Psychiatry found that people who followed a diet high in animal products had a 25% lower risk of developing depression compared to those who followed a vegetarian or vegan diet, because these foods provide the building blocks your brain needs. Now let's get into one of the biggest dietary misconceptions of all time, cholesterol. The word itself probably conjures up images of clogged arteries and heart attacks, but your brain is the most cholesterol-rich organ in your body. It's so important that your body produces cholesterol every day to keep your brain and nervous system running smoothly. Cholesterol also builds cell membranes, produces hormones, and makes vitamin D, all of which play a role in regulating your mood. Studies show that people with low cholesterol levels were more likely to experience higher rates of depression and anxiety. Research suggests a lack of cholesterol can disrupt the balance of serotonin receptors in your brain, making it harder to feel calm and happy. So if you've been cutting out animal products in an effort to be healthy, you might actually be depriving your brain of the nutrients it needs to keep you stable and happy. All right, let's switch gears and talk a little bit about sugar and carbs. And look, I know saying no to carbs, especially moving into the holidays, is hard, but we need to be honest. There's a strong link between a high sugar diet and an increased risk of depression and anxiety. It all comes back to inflammation. A 2015 study showed that women who ate diets high in carbohydrates were 30% more likely to develop depression compared to those who kept their carb intake lower. The researchers attributed this to something called neuroinflammation, which is just a fancy term for brain inflammation. When you eat lots of sugar and carbs, your blood levels spike, causing an inflammatory response throughout your body, including your brain. Think of it this way. When your brain is inflamed, it's like a computer trying to run with a virus. Things slow down, misfire, and before you know it, you're not thinking clearly, your mood is all over the place, and you are constantly on edge. And maybe you're thinking, but the vegetarian girl on TikTok said to just grab some anxiety relief gummies and throw in some CBD and I'll be good, right? No. Let's break down why most of these supplements might be masking the problem and not fixing it. Gummies. Most of these gummies are packed with sugar, which could actually be worsening your anxiety. Remember, sugar triggers inflammatory cytokines, which then mess with your brain's ability to regulate your mood. Very counterproductive. Gummies are candy. Candy are not vitamins. CBD. While CBD may help some people feel calmer in the short term, the science is still shaky when it comes to the long-term effects on anxiety. The effectiveness of CBD for mood stabilization is largely based on placebo-controlled studies. In many CBD studies, the placebo group also reports significant improvement in anxiety and mood symptoms, which would indicate that the placebo effect could be just as strong or even stronger than CBD itself. You're better off getting to the root cause of your anxiety anxiety, which is probably your nutrient deficient diet, than spending hundreds on CBD drops. Adaptogens. Adaptogens are thought to interact with the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, HPA for short, which regulates the body's stress response. This interaction can sometimes have unpredictable effects, especially in people with existing health conditions. Long-term use may alter cortisol regulation, potentially leading to hormonal imbalances or increased anxiety. While adaptogens are now generally considered safe for short-term use, there are limited long-term studies confirming this. Some adaptogens, like ashwagandha, have been linked to side effects such as nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, headaches, and increased heart rate. I don't know about you, but all of those things would give me anxiety. There have also been reports of contamination in some adaptogenic products. The FDA has identified several cases where these products contained undeclared anabolic steroids and substances like sibutramine, a weight loss drug banned for its link to heart attacks and strokes. Basically, you're spending $50 a month on shady mushroom powder when what you really need is a good old-fashioned steak. Look, I get it. You want something quick and easy, but real whole foods are going to be the true miracle cure your brain is craving. If you want to support your mental health, start with your diet. Skip the expensive supplements and instead focus on high-quality animal products, healthy fats, and a diet low in sugar and carbs. Your brain and your wallet will thank you. Let me know in the comments if you've been struggling with mental health, and are you ready to adjust your diet to fix it? I create content based on my real-life experiences with those closest to me, and I never want anyone to suffer from depression or anxiety if there is a real cure. You may think your situation is small or that the feelings you're experiencing are a normal part of life, but I can tell you that that is not true, and you were not meant to live that way. You were meant to thrive. If you want to see more ways to get out of a health culture rut, please subscribe to my channel. Remember, you are in control of your health. It just might take changing everything you thought you knew to get to where you want to be.